3 games is cast more about Coach Rummel's keys to the game of knowing where bombs at all times and to keep the ball, especially on special teams, away from Josiah. 6 catches for 70 yards and a receiving touchdown, 10 rushes for 50 yards and a rushing touchdown, and a punt return touchdown for Baum in that comeback game against the Ipswich Tigers. And then another guy to help them out was Alec Mickelson. 3 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Like I said, I tried to get as much stats as I could about the Warner Monarchs, but let's look at their starting lineup. At a running back at 5'7", 130 pounds, a senior, that's number 1, Gage Broderson. The man that we've been talking about, 5'9", 165 pounds, senior, number 4, Josiah Baum. Number 10 at running back, a 6'1", 190 pound senior, Chase Manfield. 220 pound Howard Tigers. Like we said, this Howard Tigers, their defense is not one to mess with. Before we say their starting lineup, let's just hear these total yardage for passing, rushing, and total yards this Howard defense has allowed. For rushing, they have only allowed 888 yards through 9 games. Passing, they only allowed 1,315 yards through 9 games, and total yards through 9 games, 2,203 yards. This will be a good game for you folks here at home. But the starting defensive unit for the Howard Tigers at DN number 11 is Garrett Feldhaus. At the other DN, number 57, Hoyt Kaiser. At nose tackle, number 72, Thomas Halverson. At linebacker, number 25, Nolan Mentley. At linebacker 2, number 81, Kean Hofer. At the third linebacker, number 12, Owen Feldhaus, the one of many. At cornerback, number 21, Corbin Shoemaker. At safety position, number 3, Colt Becker. And at the other cornerback position is Drew Meyer. That was
taking care of pest problems.
Produce. Rusty's Food Store does have it. Produce. Rusty's Food Store does have it all when you're looking to shop in Howard, no matter the season. Open 7 days a week, Rusty's Food Store is a proud supporter of the Howard Food Store, is a proud supporter of the Howard Tigers and the athletes in the surrounding communities.
And welcome back here to Howard Tigers Live and Live Ticket TV. Once again, 36-0. They're taking on the number 6 seeded Platte Geddes, and that is at home in Alcester Hudson. Platte Geddes won over Lyman 42-30. Ipswich and Phillip. Ipswich had an easy win over Harding County Bison 58-8. Phillip knocked off Estline Hendricks 36-8. And then the number 1 versus number 8 seed, Wall, 55-0 win over Lemon McIntosh to move on to the quarterfinals. And Castlewood won over Dupree, 46-12. That is how all 8 teams got to the quarterfinals.
Playing in tonight's game, an attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what your personal feelings or loyalties may be in this contest. For your safety, we ask that you remain in the bleachers and on the inside of the fence, away from the playing field during the duration of the game. We also ask that you do not bring sunflower seeds, food, or beverages onto the playing field after the game is over. The athletic trainer for tonight's game is Elizabeth Otten of Sanford Health. Now, would you please stand as the national anthem is performed by the Warner Monarch Trumpet Line under the direction of Mrs. Sharon Schwan. To show proper respect, remove any caps, face the flag, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. Thank you, Warner Monarch Trumpet Line. Now let's meet the cheerleaders for the Tigers. Hannah Brown, Ann Connor, Adeline Halverson, Reese Krenoff, Paige Mentley, cheer coach Audrey Milgis. Now we'll meet the Tigers starters on defense. At defensive back, a 6'1" junior, number 2, Drew Meyer. At defensive back, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Colt Becker. At defensive end, a 6'5" senior, number 11, Garrett Feldhaus. At linebacker, a 5'10" sophomore, number 12, Owen Feldhaus. At defensive back, a 5'9" junior, number 21, Corbin Shoemaker. At linebacker, a 6' senior, number 25, Nolan Mentley. At linebacker, a 6' senior, junior, number 57, Hoyt Kaiser. On the defensive line, a 6'2" sophomore, number 72, Thomas Halverson. At linebacker, a 6'3" senior, number 81, Keen Hofer. Assistant coaches for the Tigers, Chad Podorowski, Justin Palmquist, Pat Party, Adam North, Alan Kramer, Wyatt Walter. Head coach, Pat Rummel. Not my first mistake. All right, let's meet your cheerleaders for the Monarchs. Alexandria Bunky, Summer Hiddle, Leah Heinrich, Allie Reichman, Eiley Reichman, cheer coach Julie Hayline. And now, let's meet your starters for your Warner Monarchs. At running back, a 5'7" senior, number 1, Gage Broderson. At running back, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Josiah Bond. At running back, a 6'1" senior, number 10, Chase Mansfield. At running back, a 5'10" sophomore, number 13, Jackson Bosley. On the offensive line, a 6'4" junior, number 17, Lincoln Kroll. On the offensive line, a 6'3" sophomore, number 28, Brennan Wolf Donut. At tight end, a 6'2" sophomore, number 33, Gage Canupi. On the offensive line, a 6'1" junior, number 45, Noah Baker. At tight end for the Monarchs, a 6'1" junior, number 46, Alec Mickelson. Jason John, Keith Canupi, Justin McCoy.
And that was your starting lineups and for walk out to midfield for the coin flip. As they introduce both players on both sides, we'll get to our coin flip here. Let's see if we can't get high and tight on that coin flip. Second half, Monarchs will receive on the our Tigers like to do it as we get ready to rock and roll here in Warner. 12 minutes on the clock. And from what I've seen last week, the Howard Tigers like to do a lot of, they don't like to kick it deep a whole lot. And that's kind of the new kicking style in high school football nowadays. But back deep for the Monarchs will be number 3, Parker Wood. And do they only have one man back? They must have one man back. Looks like they have a 4-1-3-1 for the Monarchs. But as we get ready to rock and roll, here we go. Becker taking his steps back to the 35-yard line. And we are officially underway here in Warner. Taken in there by Wood. Wood trying to run to this bottom side of your screen, and he'll get all the way up to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, Monarchs. Shoemaker on the tackle for the Howard Tigers. Like we said, really couldn't get much stats about these Warner Monarchs, so I'll kind of working blindly, me and Zach are, if you will. But let's see how they come out. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs with only 5 seconds off clock, 11:55. Looks like I formation here for the Monarchs. And it will be a handoff there to Baum. Baum spinning, moving, running around. He'll pick up enough for the first down, get all the way into Tiger territory. And that gets up to the 48-yard line. Well, like we said in our pregame, Pat Rummel, keep eyes on Josiah Baum at all times. And on special teams, and try not to get faked out by his agility moves. And there you just seen a nice spin move and extra yards there by Josiah.
Yeah, no, that was a really impressive run by Josiah there.
Again, I formation. Ball's loose on the ground, and it will be covered by Monarchs. Mansfield. That will be a big loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. 2nd and 15. Tackle was there by Garrett Feldhaus. Fell right on top of Mansfield, trying to go for that fumble recovery. That's one thing that Howard's good at, is them fumble recoveries. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Now back on the right-hand side. Mansfield to be an option play. There to Baum. Baum using his legs, gets all the way up to the 45-yard line, gets a lot of them yards back. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go. 10:26 and counting left to go here in this opening quarter of a 9A playoff action. Winner moves on. The loser, unfortunately, their season has come to an end. Both teams trying to leave it all on the field tonight. Trips to the top side of your screen. Mansfield takes a snap. This time he'll flip it out the Baum. Has that opening on the outside, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down. Well, there's one thing there that Coach Rummel mentioned in his key plays. Limit the big plays. Got about 10 yards on that last run there by Baum, and then limit him to a gain of 0 here on this play.
And see, that was perfect execution by the outside corner down on the east side of the field. Because you, as that corner, you want to be able to set the edge because your end is going to be left unblocked to make the option whether to go to the running back or the quarterback.
And it will be a punt as the ball will be sailed back and it'll bounce at the 12 and roll all the way down to the 5. Great punt there by the Monarchs, pushing the Tigers back within their own 10-yard line. Backs against the wall. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers.
And honestly, that even deked me out. I didn't realize the punter was back there. I seen the quarterback sitting there.
Roll back there, ready to roll, and number 75, Hunter Brown, as a punter. It was number was back there, and I honestly thought they might have been a trick play, but they did deke both of us out. So Meyer under center for the Tigers. Once again, run-oriented offense. Run when the only pass when needed to. On the run was Owen Feldhaus, and he's going to pick up about 1. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Bakerberg on tackle. Once again, a couple of running backs to keep eyes on. Colt Becker, Corbin Shoemaker, and Owen Feldhaus. Every once in a while, that younger Feldhaus, Kingston, will make an entrance into the game. Split back formation. for the Tigers. And once again, Feldhaus, that's Becker. And he's going to get up to the 10-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd down and 5, 3rd and manageable. Once again, Becker leading the team in rushing yards, 1,497 rushing yards on the year coming into the game.
All right, Rowdy, get up, get loud, it's third!
8:15 and counting left to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and manageable here for the Tigers. Meyer might have a little direction call here. It'll be handoff, and it will be a loss of 1. It'll actually be a gain of nothing. It'll be 4th and 5. So a quick 3 and out for the Tigers on their first drive. As their punter, as I just changed my page, so I don't know where I'm at now for my punting. Punter, I believe, is Drew Meyer. Back deep is Josiah Baum for the Monarchs. Meyer's got the ball away. And it will go out at about the 35-yard line. We'll see where our official spots it. But good field possession here for the Monarchs on their second drive. First drive, a lot of yardage, and then had to go a 3 and out. And actually, they're going to spot it at the 26-yard line. So great field position knocking on the red zone here for the Monarchs on their second drive.
And see, I think that was planned because, like we said in the pregame, know where Josiah Bowman is and don't let him get that ball. So they tried to just kick it away so in that way he had no chance.
And it's going to be a handoff there to Josiah, and he will pick up about 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Monarchs. Mentley on the tackle. Gage Broderson, Parker Wood checking in for the Monarchs. Monarchs are, you see a couple of guys, or a couple of teams now, they have a guy ready, run the play in. But in Howard, they kind of did that last week, but most times they shout the play out to the team or shout the number out to the team and have the quarterback let the play call sheet on his arm. But here we got I formation, handoff there. Baum bobbled it a little bit, but still held on. He will be just short of a first down, bring up 3rd down and about 2. Thomas Alverson on the stop. Third and 4 is what our PA announcer said. Brandon Knoll and Jackson Bosley did check back in. Now, this time I formation once more. Looks like it'll be run to the outside, and making the stop was Mentley, stopping him short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down and 3. Baum only a gain of 1. Deep in their enemy territory in the red zone, too, at the 19-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Coach going to yell a play out to a number call out to Mansfield. Look at the clock, 5:23 and counting left to go here in this first quarter. Time moving quickly. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Warner Monarchs. That's going to trigger our first game break. And we'll take a look at scores from across the state of 9A. Looks like no results yet to report. But we look at 9B. We do have one final. Del Rapids St. Mary's over Corsica Stickney, 56-6. Moving on to the semifinal round. Coleman Egan leads here at Sub Area at halftime, 6-0. Avon, Sioux Falls Lutheran, and Fulton area, Sully Buttes. Just getting underway. Oh, looks like 2-man and 9-man classes. They zoom out here. Manfield, lone man in the backfield, trying to get away his pressure. Gets it off, makes a catch, and into the end zone. 6-point touchdown for the Warner Monarchs. Alec Mickelson. And what a way to get started in this first quarter. And it looks like the Monarchs will elect to go 4-2. I apologize. They are going to kick field goal. Not a lot of nine-man teams have field goal kickers. Mickelson lining up for the field goal. Snap is down. The kick is up. And through the uprights. 7-0. As we head to our respected sidelines, the Monarchs lead the number 7 seeded Howard Tigers 7-0 with only 5:07 remaining. A light little sprinkle. I just felt the sprinkle drop on my cheek as I looked out the door as the student section is bouncing around. Nice field they do got up here in Warner. All turf field. Got the lights dancing with the music as you can see on your screen. I think the press box is shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
And as we get ready for the kickoff, Warner takes an early lead over the Howard Tigers. Once again, the Howard Tigers, the defending 9A champions. Back deep for the Tigers is Colt Becker and Owen Feldhaus. So you shift the camera here to you can see a look at the Warner Monarchs. Doing the kicking will be no other than Alec Mickelson. As we get ready to rock and roll, 5:07 on the clock, left to go here in the first quarter. Mickelson ready to kick away for the Monarchs. And it'll be a squib kick right up the middle. Becker will field it like a third baseman. Pick it up. Becker's got the speed. Becker trying to find a hole. And he'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers.
Number 3, Wood, 10, Mansfield, that'll bring up 1st and
Manfield and Wood on the tackle there for the Monarchs. Like we said, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. About 6 seconds off the clock there on that. 5:01 to be exact, left to go in this first quarter. Once again, wing back formation, that run-oriented offense by the Howard Tigers. Meyer takes a snap, and it'll be handoff right at the middle. Who else? Colt Becker picks up a couple yards, pick up 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6. And here we go, 2nd and 6 for the Howard Tigers. Clock still nipping away, 4.5 minutes remaining. This time, it looks like a split back formation with a wing back. And who it is a handoff to
on the carry for the Tigers, number 3, Becker.
Colt Becker. He only picks up 1, brings up 3rd and 5 on their second drive of offense. Last time we seen them, they got 5 yards right away, and then kind of got standstill, forcing a 3 and out. Let's see if the Tigers can move the chains and then continue this drive. Ready on to play is number 2, Drew Meyer.
It's your turn. Get up, get loud. It's 3rd down.
Kind of sounds like a Dakota Wesleyan game here, Zach.
Yeah, it's starting to sound like it.
So, wing back formation here for the Tigers. Takes a snap, Meyer. Little misdirection play. I am wrong. That is Becker fighting, and he'll pick up enough for the 1st down. Get all the way up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers.
That is good for a Tiger.
To enough to continue the drive.
And see, with Becker, you can't arm tackle that kid. You got to fully wrap up, put shoulder on stomach, and get through them.
Once again, split back formation here for the Tigers. Warner looking like they were trying to send a blitz. It'll be a pass play. Meyer trying to avoid pressure and finally brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He will be brought down at the 34-yard line, a loss of 4, bringing up second down and 14. Right away, it looked like Warner was showing blitz, and I think they ended up bringing one, didn't they?
Yep, they brought that east side linebacker on that blitz there.
Wing back formation here for the Tigers. Meyer under center, man in motion. That's Owen Feldhaus. Pitch play out to Becker. Becker trying to get to the outside side of the field and gets up to the 41-yard line. Picks up about 7. Brings up third down and 7. Got half of what he needed. So third and long for the Howard Tigers.
Louder, Monarch fans. It's third down.
Tigers hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're coming back in that split back formation. And it will be a passing play. Who they find? Big Garrett Feldhaus. Feldhaus all the way into Monarch territory at the 48-yard line. First and 10. Tigers move them chains.
Good for a Tiger first down.
Tigers really moving the chains, marching down the field this drive after suffering a 3-and-out in their opening drive. Three-back formation here for the Tigers, looking to send a blitz. And getting the ball off and making the run is Colt Becker. It's all the way up to the 39-yard line, making it a second down and about 2.
Gain of 8 brings up second and 2 for the Tigers.
Looks like Drew Meyer running back. Coach Rummel getting play, running back to the huddle. I don't know if that'd be that'd be one way to tire out your quarterback, wouldn't you think?
No. I actually like having to run in the play instead of just yelling it out, because by about halftime or the third quarter, a lot of teams can figure out your plays.
Intended receiver was Garrett Feldhaus. Breaking it up was number 3, Parker Wood. It was nearly intercepted, bringing up a 3rd and 2 for the Howard Tigers.
And see, if I'm Howard, I'm looking at that play and being like, okay, that didn't work, but that's exactly what we want here, because the fact that now, instead of Warner just keeping expecting a run, they're going to have to figure out whether it's going to be a run or a pass every play.
Here we go. It will be a run. Becker is the man in need, and he gets up to the 34-yard line. Another 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
On the tackle for the Monarchs, number 45, Bakeberg, and that's good for a Tigers first down.
And on the tackle was Bakerberg. As we look at the clock, a minute left to go here in this opening quarter. Split back formation for the Tigers once again. Takes a snap, Meyer. Little misdirection play. That is number 21, Corbin Shoemaker. He will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. 37 seconds left to go and counting. 2nd and 11. At the 35-yard line, now down to 30 seconds. Let's see if down to 15. Now the play comes out. This should be the last play of the first quarter. Wing back formation. Man in motion, that's Feldhaus. Takes a snap, passing play, looking over the middle. There it is, Corbin Shoemaker. A big gain to end the first quarter. He'll get all the way up to the 27-yard line.
Shoemaker on the tackle for the Monarchs, number 33, Kanuki, and
And like the announcer said, and now the first quarter, I'll bring up a third and about 4 after we come back from timeout break. Once again, you're watching Howard Tigers Live and Live Ticket TV here from Warner.
Has a long heritage as an industry leader. Kevin and Ashley of Schwader Seeds are your proud pioneer dealer in Howard. Schwader Seeds is for those farmers who refuse to settle for anything less than a great yield and continue to redefine their expectations year after year. As the seed technology leader, Schwader Seeds can give the farmer a powerful portfolio with local high-yielding hybrids bred for their area. Contact Schwader Seed for the industry leader, Pioneer Seed.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
There's a reason.
And welcome back after quarter break as we get that changed for you. It's 3rd and 4 here for the Tigers. It'll be handoff Cole Becker. Becker running up the middle and enough for the first down and in the red zone. Right at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Like we said, marching down the field after going 3 and out on that first play, and not much time in the huddle there. It's now back into that wing-back formation. Meyer takes a snap, handoff Becker once again. Up the middle he goes, and he'll get all the way down to the 15-yard line, a pickup of 5, bringing up 2nd down and 5 for the Howard Tigers. And as that huddle slowly disperses, a couple players slow to get up, but everybody looks all right, so bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, just blame that on the cold, because in these cold conditions, those pads do not feel great.
Cramps and bruises will be available. We'll have some marks maybe for tomorrow during school. Good story to tell. There's a handoff there. It looks like Shoemaker. Will he be marked just short of the sticks? Brings up 3rd down. Mansfield on the tackle, I should say. Sorry. It will bring up 3rd and about 2.
Get up, get loud, Monarch fans. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2 for the Howard Tigers. Split back formation. Meyer directing traffic there at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get whistles called, and I think Pat Rummel wants a timeout to talk it over. He does. And that's going to trigger our 2nd game break of the first half. Just trying to figure out the words to say. But looking at 9A classes, let's see. Alcester Hudson leading Platte Geddes 8-6, middle of the first quarter. Ipswich and Phillip still scoreless. Closing in at the end of the first. Castlewood leading, Wall leading Castlewood 13-0, under a minute to go in the first. And then our game here, Warner leading Howard 7-0. Looking at Class 9B. Once again, Del Rapids over Corsica Stickney 56-6. Coleman Egan now leading Harriet Selby area 12-8. Sioux Falls Lutheran leading Avon 16-8. And scoreless between Fulton area and Sully Butte. And then 9AA, let's look at them classes. Parkston leading Bon Home 8-0. Elkton Lake Benton leading Hanson 23-7. Hamlin leading Hill City 8-7. And Freeman Marion Freeman Academy leading Kimball White Lake 22-0. More scores coming up at halftime. Split back formation. Hand off there to Becker. Becker trying to make his move, and he will pick up enough for the first down. 1st and goal for the Tigers. They are down. Got a gain of 1 on that one. Once again, split back formation for Howard Tigers. And a handoff Becker. Becker, and he will be in. Touchdown Tigers.
Becker on the carry.
So Becker will make it 24 touchdowns on the year for the Howard Tigers as they looks like, let's see, sometimes they kick the field goal, sometimes they go for 2. Let's see which one they do here. And it looks like they will elect to go for 2. Trying to take their first lead in the ball game. Split back formation for the Tigers. Meyer directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a handoff there to Becker. Becker trying to make his move, and he'll jump, and in for the 2-point conversion. Your score after 2 drives for both teams. The Howard Tigers, 8, and the Warner Monarchs, 7. As we get back to our respective sidelines, we zoom out, watch the Howard Tigers cheerleaders do their jumping jacks for every point they score. I felt bad for them last week. 52 points and 52 jumping jacks. I would have tapped out by 8 maybe.
Yeah, I definitely would have been out by then.
But, I mean, you know me, Zach. I gave up exercise a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, I gave it up about 3 years ago now, or 2 years. 2 years, actually. It would have been 2023 that I did.
Yeah, you were a former lineman for Dakota State.
Yep.
But looks like as we get our teams ready to rock and roll for kickoff, once again, Colt Becker, the kicker for the Howard Tigers. And back deep for the Monarchs will be Parker Wood. Josiah Baum in that middle area. As they run a 4-1. No, 3-1. I can't do the math. Should be 4-1-4. No, 3-1-3-1.
It's 4-1-3-1, I believe.
Now we'll see here in a little bit. I bring Zach along as my human calculator. My math and I do not get along. He was in. It'll be Markham short at the 1. First and goal for the Tigers.
That is good for a Tiger first down.
As the cheerleaders may have said, that Zach is probably will agree with me. Which way?
That way.
So first and goal for the Tigers. And it looks like the Tigers will come out in that split back formation. And handoff there. It looked like it was Feldhaus. Try to zoom in a little bit more for you folks at home or wherever you're watching from. Bosley on the tackle. Second and goal from the 1. 8:16 and counting left to go in the first half. Split back formation once more from the Howard Tigers. And a little pitch play. Owen Feldhaus and in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers.
Number 12, Feldhaus on the carry.
Well, let's see. Last time they went for 2. Let's see if they will kick a field goal or if they will elect to go for 2. Looks like Myers running on with the play call. Looks like they will go for 2.
And I mean, why wouldn't you? You got the momentum on your side right now, getting that onside kick and that long run to set you up at the 1. You might as well just go try it.
So it looks like we got wing back formation. Man in motion, that's Shoemaker. Passing play over the middle. Garrett Feldhaus. 2-point conversion is good. 16-7 is your score. While we zoom out, we'll take one quick break here on Howard Tigers Live on Live Ticket TV.
And we call them hometowns. At home, everything feels a little bit easier, a little friendlier, and a lot less stressful. Home means a helping hand whenever you need it. It means a warm hello and a how you doing. It means shorter wait times and more personalized care. Horizon Health knows what makes your hometown special because it's ours too. Schedule a checkup today at horizonhealthcare.org.
And welcome back to your first half action here at Warner High School in Warner, South Dakota. Ringweber alongside Zach Hotchkiss. Zach did bring up a good point. I'll let Zach take over.
Yeah, see, in our pregame, we talked about how Howard's entire goal of this game was to wear down Warner as much as possible. And, I mean, those two drives right there perfectly did it, which, speaking of that, they're going to try this onside kick again here soon. But that took off 8 minutes off the clock in just those two drives with when they first got the ball with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and now it's 8 minutes in the second quarter.
It looks like that onside again, and let's see what the officials say. And
Onside kick is
recovered by the Tigers. Two back-to-back onside kicks recovered by the Tigers. Well, if sports betting here in most of South Dakota was legal, I would say this would probably be a good game to put your money on, right?
I think off that, maybe $1 would have turned into $2,000 off two recovered onside kicks.
But just keep in mind, Howard comes in as the 7 seed in the bracket, as Warner is the 2 seed. Once again, wing-back formation. Game's not over yet. A lot of ball game left to play. Hand off there to Becker. Becker, he will pick up to 3 yards. Brings up actually, take that back. He will pick up about 4 or 5. Looks like about 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers at the 41-yard line. So like Zach said, and Coach Rummel's key point of the game, wear this defense down. Like Zach said, the last 2 drives lasted over just about 8 minutes. We look at the clock now, 7:23. If you add that on, who knows how long this drive's going to last. They're going to take up most of the first half. And it'll be a counter play there for Shoemaker. The clock's going to keep on running. Shoemaker did get up to the 40-yard line, a gain of about 1, bringing up 3rd and 4.
Time to get rowdy, crowd. It's 3rd down.
Split back formation here for the Tigers. Looks like they're going to send a blitz. Didn't want to jump off sides. Hand off there to Becker. Becker running his way through men. Enough for the first down and more. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Tackle for the Monarchs, number 4, bomb. That is good for a Tigers first down.
And let's see what formation they came out here. Once again, that split back formation. Meyer takes snap, dropping back to pass, play action, and the ball did come out. It will be ruled as an incomplete pass.
Pass is called incomplete.
Bringing up 2nd down and 10. Coach Hayline trying to plead his case to the sideline official.
I agree with the refs on this one. That did look like he was starting to get forward progress with that arm, and the ball did land in front of the quarterback. So, I mean, there is a case.
Let's go, Monarch fans. Get up, get loud.
There is a case to be said there, but I agree with the refs on this one.
I looked down on the Warner sideline. Coach Hayline still trying to plead his case. I mean, you can argue it from both sides, but final decision goes down to the refs.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have a timeout. Oh, actually, hold on. We might have a timeout called out by Warner. And now we're going to have a meeting of the officials. We're going to have a game break.
And, I mean, you can even ask Reagan over here. I'm not one to agree with officials much.
Yeah, I mean, and it looks like we're going to have a meeting. The head official is going to talk to Coach Hayline, but we're going to take a little game break looking at other scores from Class 9A we are tied. In middle of the second quarter, Phillip and Ipswich 6-6. Alcester Hudson. Number 3, Alcester Hudson leading number 6, Platte Geddes in the middle of the first, 8-6. Ipswich and Phillip, that's a 4-5 matchup. Phillip the 4 seed. And Wall extending their lead over the number 8 seed Castlewood, 21-0. 8 minutes up to go in the second quarter. So Coach Hayline not happy with the final call of them officials after that incomplete pass ruling. It is second down and 10 from the 33-yard line.
And one of the other coaches needs to start pulling him back because he might be getting too close to those refs.
5:57, just under 6 minutes to play. And Howard comes out in that wing-back formation. Meyer directing traffic. Looks like they're going to send a blitz. Now backs off. Handoff there to Becker. Becker trying to move. And for the first time tonight, Becker on the rush goes backwards. A loss of 1, bringing up third down and 11. A third and long for Howard. Like we said, Howard, a run-oriented team. They pass if they need to, or to maybe throw the eyes in a deep slant, then maybe go run up the middle as they drop back. Let's see what they do here.
This one to me would more than likely be a passing down.
As we got one wide receiver left, that is Shoemaker. Meyer drops back, play action. Looking left, now rolling right. Pump fake, trying to run up the middle to himself, and still going, and he'll be marked just short. 4th and inches at the 24-yard line. I would say this deep into enemy territory, Coach Trumbull's probably going to go for it.
Yeah, I'd say the exact same thing. 'Cause, I mean, you've held this ball for over 12 minutes now. You might as well just go for it.
Coach Trumbull kind of talked to the official. Now Coach Trumbull going to take a timeout. That's going to issue another game break. Let's take a look at more scores from classes 9A, B, and AA, courtesy of the SD Score Feed app. Looking at the 9B bracket once again, number 1, Del Rapids St. Mary moving on to the semifinal, 56-6. Number 4, Fulton area leading number 5, Sola Buttes, 8-6. Number 2, Avon coming back after trailing 16-8. They are now trailing 16-14 to number 7, Sioux Falls Lutheran. And number 3, Coleman Egan leading number 6, Harriet Selby area, 18-8. 9 AA. Number 1, Freeman, Marion Freeman Academy. Middle of the second quarter, they lead number 9, Kimball White Lake, 36-0. Hill City, number 4, Hill City, trailing number 5, Hamlin, 7-8. 6 minutes to go in the first. Number 2, Elkton Lake Benton leading Hanson, middle of the third quarter, 30-7. Hanson, the number 10 seed. And number 3, Parkston leading number 6, Bonholm. 10 minutes left to go in the second. They lead 16-0. And let's split back formation here for Howard. Handoff there to Becker. Becker has enough for the first down and more.
On the carry for the Tigers, number 3, Becker.
As we see, like we're a little bit loud here, especially either me or Zach. I think that's me.
That is good for a Tigers first down.
So 1st and 10 Tigers, and I'm still a little bit loud. I need to go down a little bit. There we go. Now I'm not blowing out your speakers at home. So 1st and 10 from the 15, 4:24 and counting left to go in the first half. Wing back formation here for the Tigers. I got to move my camera. And a handoff there to Becker. Becker juking back middle, and he will pick up about 3.
Carry for the Tigers, number 3, Becker.
No, after the play shenanigans.
Monarchs, almost all of them.
Almost all of them on the tackle, as the PA announcer says.
Yeah, I think there was only one guy on the Warner team that wasn't in on that tackle.
Like Zach said, when Becker's run the ball, you can't arm tackle. You got to break him down, and it might take an army to bring him down. Oh, 2nd down and about 7 left to go for the Tigers. at the 12-yard line. Split back formation for the Tigers. Meyer at the line. Handoff, play action, avoiding a sack. Now finally going down at the 17-yard line. A loss of 5, bringing up 3rd down and 12.
And to me, that didn't look like it was a design play action. I think he was supposed to hand it off, but he kind of bobbled the snap there at the start, so that might have threw it off a little bit.
And especially if you bobble a snap, if you get big enough early enough, you might just have to improvise, like Zach said, either go for a pass or, like Meyer was trying to do, avoid trying to extend the play as much as you can, trying to find an open receiver. Well, in that case, just couldn't get away fast enough. So
that case there, they had to run because their offensive linemen were downfield. That would have been a flag.
And Becker, he's got blockers trying to come back middle. He gets up to the 13-yard line, brings up 4th down, and it would be 4th and 8. And now we've got whistles. Timeout. Timeout. Warner will use their second official timeout of this first half. They got, I guess both teams have one remaining. But we'll take a quick break here on Howard Tigers Live on Live Ticket TV.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Looking for the
And welcome back to the second quarter action here in Warner, South Dakota. The number 2 seed Warner Monarchs taking on the number 7 seed, the Howard Tigers. 4th and 7 for the Tigers at the 12-yard line, exactly as mentioned to me while we were off air. Howard has had the ball for over 15 minutes. Unbelievable. Split back formation here for the Tigers. Meyer takes a snap, and it'll be play action, rolling out left, throwing for, that is Owen Feldhaus. Touchdown, Tigers. Back in that back left corner as they extend their lead 22-7 over these Warner Monarchs. But in high school football, it doesn't seem like when playoffs come, it doesn't seem like the seeds really matter. It kind of comes down to who wants it more.
Yeah, and see, that's how it always has been, is whoever wants it more to be in this game, they will make sure they are in this game regardless of what seed they are.
So, Tigers looking to go for 2 once more. Wing back formation, and we got a timeout called. It will be against the Tigers. They will use their last and final timeout of this first quarter. With only 2:10 remaining, we will take a look at a bit more scores. But this time, we'll take a look at classes 11B and 11A. Number 1, Oak Point Jefferson leading number 8, Sioux Valley, 20-14. Number 4, Dual leading number 5, Wagner, 14-6. Number 2, St. Thomas More leading number 7, Mount Vernon Plankinton. And number 3 and number 11, Winter. Number 3, Clarkville Lake, number 11, Winter, tied at 6-all. And classes 11A in their first round of playoffs, Sioux Falls Christian, number 1 seed, leading Rapid City Christian, 37-0. Number 4, Madison leading number 5, West Central, 7-6. Del Rapids and Millbank, 2-7, tied at 7. And Lennox, number 3, leading number 6, Trey Valley, 28-14. That was your game break. Howard going for 2. Wingback formation. Play action, trying to get the ball off. He does, and does he make the catch? Incomplete. So your score, 22-7 in favor of the number 7 seed, Howard Tigers, as you're watching on Howard Tigers Live and Live Ticket TV. as it looks like they are getting ready for kickoffs. They're not going to waste much time. 2:10 remaining as the clock does not run on 2-point conversions or after touchdowns.
Let's see if I'm Warner here. I'm sending out my best hands team to whatever side that the kicker is not on. And I'm telling them as soon as that ball gets near you, you just fall on it, and that's all you do.
As we get ready to roll, Warner coming out for their receiving team. See if they play more guys. But it looks like back deep now. It's number 1, Gage Broderson. And Colt Becker. This time he's going to tee it up. He's not going to kick deep or kick 3 onside in a row. So it looks like little defensive alignment here or offensive alignment for the Monarchs. Looks like Josiah Baum's going to go back deep for the Monarchs. Becker. Let's see where it happens. Kicks it deep. And Baum's going to pick it up. Tries to make one-man miss, but he doesn't get very far on making the one-man miss. Gets up to the 36-yard line. Bringing him down was Kingston Feldhaus. The third Feldhaus that we have mentioned so far here on this Howard Tigers team. Feldhaus, a sophomore running back, defensive back, is 5'6" at 135 pounds. I don't know what they're feeding them kids up in Howard, but I don't know if I should be getting them to get back into shape or what. And I think a lot of these players here I would say a majority of the players that I do recognize are a couple wrestlers for the Howard Tigers and the Howard wrestling team. Well, Mansfield, the lone man in the backfield, looking over the middle for Baum and through the hands and falls incomplete. And that brings up second down at 10. But, Zach, I think if Baum, if Mansfield throws that a little bit quicker, a little bit sooner, catches Baum in transition, Baum might be getting close to the end zone.
I don't know, because number 3, I believe it was up, playing up, so he would have been right in that window there. So if he would have got it out a little bit earlier, it might have been picked off.
Mansfield throwing again looking for Baum, and this one will fall incomplete.
Pass intended for number 4. Baum falls incomplete. On the coverage for the Tigers, number 2, Meyer.
That was Meyer on coverage. So once again at the 40-yard line, it's going to be up 3rd and 10, 1:57, just shy of 2 minutes remaining here before halftime.
I mean, that's only been 5 seconds off the clock on those 2 plays, and Howard's ran the ball and controlled time of possession so far this game. I believe they're at 17 minutes compared to Warner's 5.
Once again, Mansfield and lone man in the backfield. Look, Baum looking deep. Baum trying to go and knocked loose by Becker and just almost intercepted. It was great coverage there by Becker, forcing a 3-and-out by this Warner offense. And it looks like the special teams unit, the punting unit, will make its way onto the field. As our punter, Alec Mickelson, and back deep for the Tigers will be number 21, Corbin Shoemaker. Mickelson takes a snap, gets the punt off. Decent, good-looking punt. Shoemaker will make the grab. He'll bobble it. Picked it up now at the 12-yard line. Here he comes down the sideline. Almost runs through a man.
On the return for the Tigers,
but
21.
He will be brought down at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Bosley. The 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Minute 43 to work with here for the Tigers. A lot of time here before the first half comes to a close. Now it looks like wingback formation once again here for the Tigers. Meyer takes a snap, hand off there to Becker. Making way, finding a hole. Becker has a lane. Baum is the one man to beat. Baum on his horse trying to track him down, and he won't. Becker has a one-way ticket to the end zone, putting 6 more points up on the board for the Howard Tigers. And Becker's second touchdown of the night, and it's, I believe, his second rushing touchdown. So, down to 43 seconds remaining. Down the Tigers lead 28-7. Looks like they will elect to go for a 2-point conversion once again. And looks like split back formation. Looking to pass, and intended to target was Garrett Feldhaus, and it will fall incomplete. 28-7 will be your score. We will step away for about 30 seconds here on Howard Tigers Live and Live Ticket TV.
Freshest cuts in town? Come to Howard Cold Storage, your local butcher shop that does it all. From custom cuts and specialty meats to smoked sausages in freezer packs, we've got your table covered. Howard Cold Storage proudly carries local meats and is a proud supporter of Howard Athletics and the 4-H. So, support your butcher shop while filling your fridge with quality. Howard Cold Storage. Local, fresh, reliable. Stop in today to see what's in stock.
And Becker trying to kick it right over top, and that one will go out of bounds. They'll draw the flag. And they can either take it where it's at, take it at the 40. I think there's another option on that as well, or make him kick it again. That's the last option they could do.
It'll be the kick. If they make them kick it again, it'll be at the 35, I believe, instead of 40.
And it looks like they will just take it at the 40, or the 35. But, I mean, who wouldn't want to take a couple extra yards back? So we got about 43 seconds to play. So instead of having a second down at 10, since of the kneel, and now the spike brings up third, and actually it's going to bring up 3rd and 13 from the 50-yard line. So now you get a 3rd and long. You got to pass it pretty much in this standpoint to at least try to carry some momentum into halftime. But you got 18 seconds to work with. Penalty is declined, so it'll be 4th down and 13 for the Monarchs. From the 50-yard line, and they have 10 seconds remaining.
And I mean, if I'm Warner here, I'm just punting the ball, getting it as far back as I can, because, I mean, 10 seconds. A play might run off 5 seconds, but you giving them a shot from that 50-yard line.
Man in motion. That's Wood. Mansell dropping back to pass, looking in the middle. There is Broderson. Broderson picks up enough for the first down and finally brought down. Their coach wants him to spike it, but once the ball's set, the clock will start, and that's going to carry us into halftime. That will be 0 seconds left on the clock. Halftime score, the number 7 seed, Howard Tigers 28, the number 2 seed, Warner Monarchs 7.
Everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South.
Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek in Howard, and Valley Station in Armour are your 100% locally owned team of agronomy experts. We offer Agronomy 365, which provides info in real time.
Family owned Bowie Foods. Family owned Bowie Foods.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since.
Stay safe and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the